For weeks, the government has been citing a report commissioned by Elections Canada to back its Fair Elections Act, a bill that would overhaul electoral laws. The problem, the report's author says it's being misinterpreted and quoted selectively. So he went to Parliament Hill today to clarify. Our National Affairs editor, Chris Hall, is on this one for us tonight. Chris.
Peter, Harry Neufeld's report on voting problems in the 2011 federal election is certainly popular reading for the government. In fact, the minister who's fronting the Fair Elections Act quotes from it frequently.
Mr. Neufeld's report demonstrated there were over 50,000 irregularities with vouching in the last election. The Neufeld report also said that courts may overturn elections as a result of the errors.
Pierre Poilievre has dug into the Neufeld report, arguing it supports the government's intention of ending vouching, where one voter vouches for another who lacks proper ID. Today, the author arrived on Parliament Hill with a different take on what he wrote.
At no point in the report do I link vouching with fraudulent voting.
Harry Neufeld told MPs the minister has been selective in his citations and in interpreting what he meant.
Yes, my report articulates that there were serious problems with vouching during the election, but voters were not the problem. The problem was with the system.
Opposition MPs were quick to pick up that theme.
Is there anything about eliminating vouching that would strengthen our electoral system?
I don't think that eliminating vouching will improve the integrity of elections in Canada at all.
Conservative MP Aaron O'Toole sees it differently. He says voter fraud is the issue, and that's why only 4 provinces allow vouching. O'Toole dug through his own wallet to find some of the 39 different pieces of ID that people will be able to use to identify themselves and where they live.
Acceptable. Acceptable.
Which one's got your address?
Acceptable.
Neufeld isn't the first election law expert to say the bill is flawed, but with its report being used as a Bible for the Conservatives' election law conversion,
so when will the minister...
New Democrats demanded, without success, that Poilievre also accept his recommendations to make voter forms easier to read to ensure polling officers are better trained.
And at no time did I ever claim to agree with his recommendations. I don't agree with them, and that's why they're not in the bill.
Neufeld told reporters he isn't expecting the Conservatives to make changes.
It appears like they're trying to tilt the playing field in one direction.
Which direction?
Their direction.
Neufeld might have been better off putting that in writing, Peter, because even though Poilievre has clearly read the report, Neufeld says he's never actually talked to him about it.